and humid, you definitely feel the difference when it's this humid outside. These scattered storms that have potential of becoming severe. Next couple of hours, we'll be really monitoring radar. Otherwise tonight, just some sporadic showers and rumbles of thunder potentially through tomorrow morning. And it looks like we'll have to watch for maybe some more thunderstorm activity to redevelop tomorrow afternoon, especially for our southern communities, not so much areas that are paralleling the shoreline. So the threat tomorrow will be in the slight risk category tomorrow, not areas near the shoreline though, and the moderate risk is still going to be to our south and east and far south and west in areas like Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. More details on your Storm Fox radar, and your 8-day forecast shows some quiet days too, where you can take like a sigh of relief, a breath of fresh air coming up in your 8-day forecast. Tracy and Lou.
Much to keep an eye on, though, over the next few hours. Melissa, thank you.
That's for sure. And emergency resources are spread very thin tonight in the Dayton area as homeowners pick up the pieces after 2 powerful tornadoes.
One person is dead. Homes are destroyed. Entire communities leveled. Dave Nether spent the day surveying the damage there. He joins us live from Dayton. Dave, as we've been watching you reporting throughout the afternoon, the damage there truly is massive.
It is, and it's so widespread here. Really haven't seen anything like this in a very long while. We're on Troy Street in Dayton. You can see this sign wasn't uprooted. This sign has been literally bent by the powerful winds. Up in the tree behind me, well up in that tree, you can see a piece of metal roofing from a shop, from a building that is a good distance across the street. Everywhere you look across Dayton, everything defies explanation. Over a large part of Dayton, whole neighborhoods are leveled, businesses destroyed. Weary residents wandered out after a sleepless night Tuesday, still in disbelief.
There's no words for it. I mean, it's your whole life, you know. Things that you've worked hard for your entire life, they're gone.
Tammy King just made it to the basement when the powerful tornado ripped the walls from her living room, the roof missing.
You don't even have time to think. You just go to where you know you'll probably be safe.
I went down there not 5 minutes, and then I heard everything hit. I started hearing windows shatter. My basement windows was even coming. I could hear the wind and everything coming through my basement and everything like that.
Ed Whitehead was able to find his dog, but did not have time to make it to the safety of his basement.
You know, it's like you can hear things going past you and there's just glass breaking everywhere and you're just praying it don't hit you.
Do you see that flipped over truck?
Yes.
It was right here.
Here on Troy Avenue, this tractor trailer is literally the only thing that is holding this building up. But that's not the most impressive thing here. See this massive piece of roof? We're told that it actually came from that building that is at least 200, maybe 300 yards away. City officials on Tuesday were advising residents to be patient. It could be weeks before some even get power. With many homes destroyed, the Red Cross was setting up at least 5 area shelters. Volunteers were canvassing neighborhoods, offering water and help.
They're grateful, honestly. They're happy that we're out here, doing what we can for them. But a lot of sad faces. There's a lot of devastation out here.
Most are amazed that nobody in Dayton was seriously hurt.
It's unbelievable how strong this tornado was.
But as soon as it come through, as soon as it left. I mean, it was that quick.
We know there was one death from the tornado here in this area, none in Dayton, and that is amazing when you take a look at this damage. People still assessing the damage, although there is some cleanup in this neighborhood that has started already. The people that you feel the most for are the people like the family over here. As you see that young girl looking out the window there, what is no longer a window. The owner of that home told us a short time ago that they don't have any insurance. The home is badly destroyed, and they lost their cars as well. And that is something that we've heard repeated over and over again over a large swath of Dayton, that this tornado just ripped apart.
And Dave, I've watched your reporting, as has Tracy, throughout the afternoon, and we continue to be astonished at the amount of damage there. Often you see these tornadoes in rural areas, but this one struck really smack dab into a very congested area there, an urban area.
Right, and went right through. Many of the people here, though, mercifully, we have these phones and we have these apps and we have these alerts that come across. Many of them got those alerts, made them go to the basement, and that's why we don't have as many injuries, really, as few as 3. We've heard as many as 60 people might have sought help for medical help for some injuries, but nothing serious. Just absolutely amazing when you see this damage.
Yeah, and considering when they hit, when a lot of people would be sleeping. All right, Dave Nethers with the very latest on the situation out there in Dayton today. You know, Dayton is just one of several communities across southwestern Ohio hit by powerful tornadoes. The National Weather Service confirms 3 other tornadoes tore through the towns of Celina, Trotwood, Beavercreek. Elizabeth NOREIKA joins us now with much more on the destruction out there. Elizabeth.
Tracy, the National Weather Service has classified all 3 as at least EF4 tornadoes, meaning their sustained wind speeds hit at least 140 miles per hour. This is a look at the widespread damage in Celina, about 70 miles northwest of Dayton in Mercer County. Celina's mayor says the west side of the city took a direct hit, with entire homes torn in half. At least 3 people are hospitalized with critical injuries, and Ohio emergency management officials confirm that an 81-year-old man died from storm-related injuries. Governor Mike DeWine visited with survivors this afternoon to offer his support.
And unfortunately, I have to tell you, we did also have 1 fatality. A Melvin Dell Hanna, 81 years of age. He did die during the storm as a direct result of a vehicle entering his house.
As people start putting their lives back together, then we're going to see what federal assistance might be available. I talked to Rob Portman, Senator Portman, a moment ago. So everyone's on the team, everyone's pulling together. We're going to do absolutely everything that we can.
Governor DeWine has also spoken to both President Trump and Vice President Pence about federal disaster relief. And this afternoon, the president tweeted, quote, "Governor Mike DeWine just updated me on the devastation from the many tornadoes that struck Ohio early this morning. My administration fully supports the people of the great state of Ohio as they begin the cleanup and recovery." After leaving Celina, Governor DeWine stopped in Trotwood, a suburb just west of Dayton, where another EF4 tornado touched down, tearing the shopping center to pieces and leaving behind a pile of cinder blocks and a mess of mangled metal. The twister also toppled trees and power poles. Fortunately, there are no reports of any fatalities in Trotwood, but the city remains under a state of emergency. And these pictures show the damage in Beavercreek, just east of Dayton, where another EF4 tornado sliced the tops off an entire street of trees and uprooted many more. The powerful winds also ripped the roofs off several buildings and snapped utility poles, knocking out power to entire neighborhoods. The Red Cross is providing shelter for families forced from their homes, and hospitals in and around the Dayton area have treated at least 130 people hurt in the storms. But again, so far, the only confirmed death is that 81-year-old man in Celina. Tracy?
Certainly our hearts go out to all the victims there, and keep it here for continuing coverage of the Dayton tornadoes and the cleanup to follow. We will have another live report at 6:30, and you can find updates and photos on fox8.com.
Other news for you.